I built my dream physique in just 3 years, but not before I spent the first 6 years of my training making little to no progress, which is why today I want to talk about the 3 downsides of lifting weights that we all inevitably will come across, or you already have come across them, so that 1, you realize that you're not alone when you encounter them, and 2, you don't make the same mistakes that I did, and you can build the body of your dreams even faster than I did.
And here we go.
So the first one is destroying the mindset that you'll never be big enough. If you're like me, you always see guys in the gym or on social media, and you think that you'll only be happier and you'll only get respect from other people if you become as big as that person. And the mistake that I made was, even if I told myself that I was on a cut and I was trying to lose weight at the time, if I saw a guy in the gym or on social media that was bigger than me, I would completely switch my entire goals and my entire training plan up just to go on a bulk so I could get bigger and look like that guy. And the issue with that is a couple of days would go by, and then I would see a guy who was shredded with a six-pack, and I would have that exact same feeling of, oh, I would be so much happier and people would respect me so much more if I had that low of a body fat percentage and I had a six-pack and I was that shredded. So I would go back to a cut. And this cycle would repeat for months and years on end, and I would make little to no progress, which is a mistake that I see with so many guys nowadays. Because we see these guys on social media or the gyms that we go to, and it gives us this sense of impatience that they have the physique that we want and we have to get there right now. But this thing can be good sometimes because it can give you the motivation to go and train hard that day. But 99.9% of the time, it just results in us switching up our own goals and our own training plans based on someone else that we see in person or on social media. So the way to fix this, whether your goal is to put on size or to lose weight, is to stick to that goal and do not waver from it for at least 3 months, and only compare yourself to the version of you yesterday.
What?
Instead of looking up and comparing yourself to the people who already have the physique that you want, take a step back and look back at the younger version of you and have gratitude for all of the progress that you've made up until this point. Like, bro, I started this shit looking like this 9 years ago.
Look at this dude.
And we spend so much time comparing ourselves to people that are doing better than us because it seems productive and it seems healthy to constantly strive for better and better and better. But just take a moment every once in a while to take a step back and look back at where you came from, even if you're just starting out. Because the fact that you've made the decision to start going to the gym already separates you from a large percentage of the population that don't go to the gym and probably never will.
Life's too short to exercise. I'm just gonna be honest. There's so many better things to do than exercise.
So be proud of yourself. Don't look at me or anyone else out here on social media and think, damn, his physique's so much better than mine. I wish I looked like him. No, fuck that shit. Look at the version of you now and how much better you are than the version of you when you first started. Which actually leads me into the second reason, because lifting weights can make you come off as egotistical and arrogant and narcissistic. Now, it's subjective of whether or not you think these traits are good or bad, and I'll leave that decision up to you. But if you're anything like me, when you first start getting those results in your physique that you've always wanted, you're just naturally going to want to show it off to everyone, right? But the interesting thing is that I've gotten to a point now where I've had such a good looking physique for so long that I honestly don't show it off unless it's for one of these videos in order to get my point across. Because if you saw how I dressed in my day-to-day life, 99 times out of 100, I'm just wearing some baggy ass sweatpants and an oversized t-shirt. Because I already know, and everyone around me already knows, that I have the physique. So I don't have to show it off anymore. But when you're first starting to get those gains and you start getting that first bicep vein, or your abs are finally starting to come in, you're just naturally going to want to show it off to everyone, which is going to make you come off as egotistical. But the thing is, I actually agree with this to a certain degree, because at the level that you're currently at, the reward that you want from showing it off is attention. Because let's be honest, who doesn't love attention, right?
Tactical nuke incoming!
And I'm so sick and tired of seeing everyone lie about this shit, where they're just like,
I just did it for myself and my own body positivity, and I don't care about...
Bro, shut the fuck up. The reason that we got into the gym was for some kind of attention from other people. Whether it was to attract more girls or to get respect from other guys, that's just how it fucking works. I have no shame in admitting that the sole reason that I started lifting weights was in the hopes of fucking more chicks. That is the blatant fucking truth. And did it work? No, because I was still socially autistic at the time and I didn't know how to talk to girls and I had absolutely no game at that time. But that's besides the point. When you first start seeing progress in your physique, you're naturally going to take a fuck ton of shirtless pictures. You're going to send thirst traps to all the girls on your Snapchat. You're going to take your shirt off in public every chance that you get because you think that these traits like having an ego are attractive to girls, which they are, but not to the type of girl that you're trying to turn into your wife. If your goal is to sleep with as many girls as possible, by all means, go for it because it's gonna work. But if you're a bit older like me and you have a bit higher standards for yourself, take a step back and realize that you're already in the pursuit of building the best body that you possibly could. So why would you settle for lower quality women? Why not go for the highest quality woman that you possibly could to go along with the best possible physique that you could possibly ever build? And what you'll find out if you haven't already is that these higher quality women, they aren't attracted to those egotistical and narcissistic and arrogant men. They're still attracted to guys with good looking physiques, don't get me wrong, but not to the ones with that show off personality, if that makes sense. So understand that you're already putting in the work to build the best body possible and you have the discipline in order to do that. So why not put that level of discipline into your relationships as well? And the third struggle of lifting weights is that it can be a very lonely journey at times, depending on how serious you take it. If you're like me and you take this shit very seriously, doing your cardio every day, lifting every day, and tracking everything you eat, there's not going to be too many people around you in your family or in your friend groups that you're going to be able to relate to. Because let's say, for example, you're trying to bulk and you're on your 5th, 6th, or 7th meal a day. You're probably just going to take your plate, go to your room, and eat it while you watch a YouTube video or something, right? Because I know that I've done that shit so many times, bro, and I'm going to be honest, it can feel lonely at times. So here are the 3 ways that I found to overcome this. You can try and find a training partner to go to the gym with. You can try and eat at least 1 meal a day with your friends or family to fill that social void in your life. Or 3, you can join the free brotherhood that I created with the top link in the description. Because if you don't have any real life friends that are into fitness as much as you are, the friends that you can make online are extremely, extremely valuable. Like the go-to guy that I speak to about fitness and content creation lives 5,000 miles away from me on the other side of the planet. And it's so nice that I can just pick up my phone and message him and talk about stuff related to our goals whenever I want to. So the journey of building your dream physique can be lonely, but it doesn't have to be, because the world that we live in now, it's actually an extremely popular pursuit, especially amongst young men. So why not join a community where you can surround yourself with other guys with the same passions as you? So like I said, the top link in the description, it's completely free. All of the guys in there are super friendly, and I promise we don't bite. But I hope you got some value from this, bro. Remember, success is not the best revenge. It's the only revenge. And I'll see you in the next one.